Are you considering purchasing My Singing Monsters Playground, but you want to know more about the game? Or are you a new player who may be confused by a few of the mechanics? This video should teach you all you need to know about My Singing Monsters Playground. My Singing Monsters Playground is a game similar to Mario Party, but with 7 iconic characters from My Singing Monsters. Before you choose which character you will be, you first have to choose how many players you will be playing. You might have competitors in the minigames, but always be full, with all the remaining spaces being filled by bots. When choosing which character you'll be, there is some strategy involved. While the monsters have the same hitbox of height, they do not have the same hitbox for width. This means that, for example, playing as a tiny Furcorn against a huge Imp Rat in a game where it's better to be smaller, you have an advantage. This is seen clearly in the minigame Stop and Drop, a spoof minigame where the Furcorn takes up 4 blocks while the Imp Rat takes up 6. After you decided your character, you get to choose what difficulty the bots are, assuming you aren't playing with 4 players. For beginners, I would recommend easy to first get used to the game. For intermediate players who've been playing for a few days or weeks, I recommend medium. Only for pros who seek a challenge should play against hard bots, as they are truly difficult to win against. Now, in front of you you'll see 4 buildings. The costume booth, which lets you change your costume or character at any time. Free play, which lets you play any minigame you want. Tournament, which is the main game mode and can be played in 10, 15 or 20 games, and Solo Gauntlet, which is a single player game of how much games you can win in a row on your own. At the far right there is a prize machine for a relic which can give you either a decoration or a costume. You get prizes in the order costume, decoration, etc. To start playing, you want to head to the tournament building and start a tournament. There is no bonus for playing any more than 10 games, so I'll be playing 10. Every round, the player in last place gets to pick a minigame. When there are multiple people in last, the game randomly chooses between the last place players. Obviously, in the start, it is random who chooses the game, as nobody has any points. Once the minigame starts, after everyone is ready, your goal is to win. In this minigame, the goal is to roll into smaller snowballs to become a bigger snowball. And if you have a bigger snowball than somebody else, you can eliminate them by rolling into it. The player with the biggest snowball at the end wins, and the others are rewarded with 2nd, 3rd and 4th depending on their score. If you are eliminated first, you're 4th, 2nd, you're 3rd and so on. Thankfully, I did end up winning in 1st place, which gave me 3 diamonds. Diamonds are the score used to keep track of who is in 1st, 2nd, 3rd and 4th, and they are awarded at the end of each minigame. Here, player 3 is in 4th, so he picks a minigame. For every minigame there's a practice, so you can practice playing the game. The controls are on the side, and they may be different for other consoles. Once you're all ready, you press the according button to be ready to start the real game. This minigame is an example of a 1 versus 3 minigame. The player on their own has an advantage over the team of 3, but the team of 3 have the advantage in number to make it fair. Whoever picks the 1 versus 3 minigame is always the player on their own. In this minigame, the team of 3 will collect as many apples as possible by hand while avoiding being caught by the claw, while the claw tries to collect more apples and use the claw to reset the player's apple count. At the end of a 1 versus 3 minigame, if the team of 3 win, they each get awarded 1 diamond. But if the player on their own wins, they get 3 diamonds all to themselves. From now on, I'll speed up the game if there is nothing new and skip to the results. Here is an example of a 2v2 minigame, the final type of minigame. The 4 players are split into 2 teams, and whichever team wins is awarded 2 diamonds each. Another cool Easter egg is that the music of each minigame is similar to the My Singing Monsters Natural Islands music: planet, cold, air, water or earth, depending on the minigame. Finally, when you get through the whole tournament, no matter the winner, you're awarded a relic. You're actually awarded 1 relic for every 10 games you play, but that's a topic for another video. This relic can be used at the prize machine. Before the winners are announced though, there are 3 bonus diamonds awarded for different things such as standing still the longest, jumping the most, etc. In all honesty, in this tournament, I have no idea how I managed to get the stand still for longest bonus diamond and the travel the furthest bonus diamond at the same time, but I will not question it. The pillars rise by how many points you earn throughout the tournament, and you get a trophy based on your ranking. There can also be ties, like here with 2 second places. At the end, the monsters sing a melody. The order of singing is dependent on the score of the tournament, and each monster has 2 melodies it sings/makes. One for first or second, and a different one for third or fourth. I hope this video has gave you an idea about the premise of the game and allowed you to form your own opinion about the game. Thanks for watching.